Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. The last time y'all saw me was like 2 weeks ago, I would want to say. So today is October the 12th. It's a Thursday. It's actually a early release day from my district because we're supposed to have parent conferences, and I did schedule some parent conferences, but there are like a lot of gaps in between, so I have a little bit of time to sit down, kind of clean up my classroom, and kind of chat with you guys about how progress has been going. So I'm gonna tell you, it has gotten better. Yay. There are still some things that I'm struggling with, so let me give you guys a quick recap. By the way, y'all are probably like, what the heck? I hurt my thumb, like on this hand. I hurt my thumb for some reason. It has been about 3 weeks to a month now. I don't know if I lifted something and I just kind of cracked like the tendon, if I hurt the nerve, I'm not sure. I just woke up one day and it started hurting, and I remember telling my mom this, and she's like, oh, just put some ointment on it and it'll go away. And I thought the same thing. We had like this little cream. I would put it on for a couple of days and I still, like, it was still hurting. I don't know. So eventually it's been 3 weeks to a month, and I was like, you know what? I think I need to wear a brace, because it's fine if I like do it normally like this, but as soon as I start bending it past a certain point, it's like a sharp pain. So by the end of this month, if this brace that I got from Amazon, by the way, it was like 11 bucks, does not help like fix whatever is the problem, I am gonna go to the doctor and be like, y'all, I don't know what's going on. It's not broken, because I would be in agonizing pain. So I don't know what's going on. It's just I'm delicate with bones, I guess. But let me guys give you a quick recap as to what has been going on. So the first report card was last week, so that's all done. So this week was the fresh start of the second 9 weeks. So I feel like that kind of got me in the right mindset. We are still doing our 4-way. I think I did end off, I think it was like the second day where I had made that video that we had started this 4-way rotation. So obviously it was like chaotic and it was crazy and it was like wild. So let me explain what this 4-way rotation is, because I kind of actually like it. I think there are some parts where I'm just like, oh my god, but then there are some parts where like I think I like this a lot more than what I had before. So the 4-way rotation is basically because my partner teacher, something happened. I don't know. They don't tell us anything. I don't know whether it's something like that, if she's gonna come back. I have no idea. So in the meantime, but there is a math and science teacher in there. Rest assured, there is one in there. It's either 2 people or 3 people, because they do get a sub for that class, even though there is a certified teacher in there, so no worries about that. But we are now for shapes, so we're triangles, circles, squares, and rhombuses, and we decided to put them in groups based on their level. Now we try to do a balance of math and reading, because typically they're both either high or they're both low, but then there are some kids where they excel really good in math but they're struggling in reading. So a couple of them are like a little bit off, but other than that, it's a good groups. So my triangles, those are like the ones that start with me in the morning, and the ones that like is my homeroom, not my homeroom, but like the ones that I start with and the ones that I end with for like 5 minutes at the end of the day. They are like the they're like all over the place. They're like the bubbles, right? Then next is my circles. Circles are low. They're the ones that are pretty much like bilingual kids, but like have no English language. They are pretty much all spoken Spanish, and then like I do have a couple English speakers in there, but that they're just, you know, they just have low scores and low grades, and their comprehension skills are just not there as much. My squares are my high group, like my mid to high, and then my rhombuses are like the high group. Like they're the ones that are like ready for 4th grade. They're the ones that can be way more independent. I kind of like it because I can focus on like how I teach. Like my circles obviously need a lot more modeling, whereas if I had a group like filled with all of those levels, obviously you would have to like differentiate. So basically we are differentiating, but by groups, not by like classes. Do you guys get what I mean? So like circles, a whole lot more modeling, teaching them like how to write their name, teaching them like the sounds, the letters, and all of them need that. It's not like one or two need them, all of them need them. Whereas my rhombuses, my high group, I basically teach for like 5-10 minutes, even like 7 minutes max, because they can. Alright, so sorry guys, my card was full, so I had to delete some videos. I think I left off with like my rhombuses where I could just teach for 7 minutes and then let them be independent because they, you know, they capture things like that. In terms of the curriculum, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite. Let me, y'all are crooked. So let me just kind of show y'all, because I'm the kind of person that, yes, even though I'm struggling, I'm willing to put like my best foot forward. So here's the curriculum. I print it because yes, it is on page, it is in a textbook, but they kind of like made it a little bit more simple. They started putting like stuff in here, which I do very much appreciate. I feel like this is a lot better than reading like 100 pages worth of like, oh my god, what is this? So I do appreciate that. But here's kind of like my thing. So here's what we're supposed to say for the kids, right? So let me give you an idea of like why I don't particularly like this. So today I want to teach you that when informational writers revise, they often consider ways they can add more or elaborate. That's a little bit better, that's fine. Informational writers can learn to elaborate by studying mentor texts, which we did. I actually have them right here. Look at me being a teacher, y'all. We got frogs, we got deadliest animals, because this is the one that they suggested, because it says right there, mentor texts such as deadliest animals. But I did find these, I'm totally cut off, but I did find these and I thought they would be really great. Frogs, deadliest animals, emperor penguins, and then another frog, but this one's like life cycle. I'm sorry, I'm getting cut off. So I am following the curriculum, and then it says, here's the part that I don't like though. It says, by studying mentor texts, taking note of all the different kinds of information that writers use to teach readers about subjects. Which, so they kind of did that. So they saw that, let me put this up a little bit, y'all, so y'all can see my face. So they saw that the deadliest animals, they saw that they have a table of contents. So the kids definitely know what a table of contents is by now. And they know the chapters. I told them that images, photos, captions, like even like sciencey stuff, math stuff, graphs, data. So they know the gist of what a informational text looks like, because on Canvas, well, it's like a website. What's it called? It's like HEIMENN, something like that. It's basically the units of study where like, it's a whole bunch of curriculum, like anything that they publish basically. It's like Scholastic, anything that they publish. So I downloaded a lot of samples, student samples of the informational text. I downloaded them and then I uploaded them to Canvas, so that way the kids, when they go to Canvas, they're able to see all of the student samples, so they can get an idea of what theirs is supposed to look like. And I think that really helped my squares and my rhombuses, because my circles, no, my circles, we're doing it together, because like I said, more modeling, and we are doing it on docs. So my modeling, we are on chapter 2, whereas everybody else is on chapter 1, but that's because they're doing it by themselves. Sorry guys, I'm still getting used to this tripod. It's a little crooked here. Okay, now here's the thing, right? Now we're supposed to model this. Explain the information writing. Have different ways to elaborate. Display the mentor text, the book, to find the ways the authors elaborated. Informational writers can include quotations, statistics, anecdotes, observations, descriptions, vocabulary words, and lists. Now here's my thing. These are third graders. I know like vocabulary words, descriptions, lists, but like quotations they might know, but like statistics, anecdotes. But here's the thing, right? Everything that I just said is supposed to take max 8 minutes. That's it, 8 minute. You can't go past that. That's the only thing that I'm just like, ooh, like I don't like that, right? And then the other one was labels and different punctuation, such as colons, dashes, and parentheses. Like, I feel like I need a whole lesson just to teach what a parentheses is, or I need a whole lesson just to teach what a dash is. Like, what does a dash mean? I feel like when they say this, I feel like they're already supposed to be like, oh, I know that from like 2nd grade or 1st grade or whatever, right? Like, I know what that is. And I just feel like, do y'all really? Because I don't see y'all using it. Like, and I even asked them, like, guys, like, who knows what a parentheses is? And some of them feel like, is that the one with like the curve thing? So yeah, but I'm like, okay, what's the reason for parentheses? Nobody could tell me. I asked them, what's a colon for? Like, first of all, like, can you tell me what a colon? So they know what the symbols, I think, look like, but most of them, that's like my high group. Like, I asked that to my triangle, like the bubble group. No, they didn't even know what a parentheses is. They didn't know what an anecdote was. They didn't know what a quotate. Like, they didn't, like, see, like, I just feel like I have to teach everything because they don't know it. And then we're supposed to use the Deadliest Animals book. It's not it. And then we just have to kind of like elaborate 5 minutes, and then give students the opportunity to work with partners to revise the class chapter using the techniques they just noticed from Deadliest Animals. They will continue to revise, but here's the thing. It's this whole week I have been telling them, guys, you need to finish chapter 1. They're still on chapter 1. Like, technically they're supposed to be done with it in like 1 day. Like 1 day, and then like revise, and then like edit, and then like done, you're fine, and like move on to chapter 2. I'm like, these kids have taken 3 days to finish writing 4 simple sentences for chapter 1. So I'm just like, guys, it's just not realistic on the time frame, and that's particularly why I just don't like it. So because it's too time constrained. But I am, like you see, I am using the mentor text. I am using the basis of like the curriculum. I'm just not following it to a T, and I think that's kind of what I was freaking out about. I think I was freaking out that like I had to do it exactly the way they wanted me to, and I just don't think that's realistic, and I'm gonna do it my own way. It's very similar to how they want it, it's just not the exact way. But the kids are learning, the kids are doing the work. This, by the way, is due October, so the kids have about 15 more days to write 3 full chapters. So I mean, my rhombus groups has already moved on to chapter 2, whereas my triangles and my squares are on chapter 1, and my circles are on chapter 2 because we're doing it together. So we're getting there. But without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys the classroom, because it's a lot different. If you guys look at my last classroom setup, it is 100% fully different. I have taken a lot of stuff home because I just feel like it's not being used in the classroom. I still feel like it's not my classroom. I feel like it's just a classroom with a whole bunch of information in it. Let me show y'all what I mean, because I'm like really far away, but I'm like right in front of the window. So let me show y'all. Let me turn on the lights because it's like super dark in here, because I like to kind of turn off the lights after school to like kind of give my mind a break. So let me show y'all. Ready? Okay. Alright, so here is my classroom. I'm going to try and block any of the names, but here is what the classroom looks like. Again, this is October 12. I just changed the date for tomorrow. So I think it's been 2 weeks since I last made that video of me crying. Alright, so just a quick glance of what the classroom looks like. So let's go section by section, okay? So So now that we have a 4-way rotation, we have like a new way of doing schedules. So I had to put like the list of who goes where. Oh, I forgot to mention, remember guys, because of the 4-way, I'm now teaching writing and grammar. Let me like take off my keychain here before it makes so much noise. But I'm teaching now writing, so I told my principal that I wasn't really focusing on SCR, which is the short constructed responses that they want for STAR. Like I feel like I'm just doing writing like informational text writing. So I told her like I want to plan doing more short constructed responses. So I took the initiative of telling my principal that. This is more kind of be like the grammar wall. I did have words to know, but as you can see, I did take that off, and we are now doing more adjectives. So I did that because this week and last week we worked on adjectives. That is still up there. I am planning on taking it down though. I don't know. We'll still see. I brought it to 3 adjectives because now I just teach writing, grammar, and then social studies. These, I don't know about these guys. I don't know. I think I might just give them away because kind of look what happens. The blue is fine, so maybe it just might be the purple. I need to look at different colors, but I don't know why it does that. So I need to figure that out. But I want to put like the words to know about writing. So like table of contents, informational text, information, chapter 1. So all of the words that they might need to know. That's our rotation schedule, our 4-way rotation schedule. This is my parent conferences, like sign up sheet, as well as like when they come in. We are doing parent conferences. That is why we have early release, so we can get the majority of them done today. This is the buses. I made the signs and like grabbed the cones from the PE teachers just because our bus, the way we do our buses is like crazy. So we're gonna think of a new plan, and I think this is like the way we do it. So we have like the 6 cones, and then the kids for bus 5 sits here, the kids for bus 48 sits there, and so on, so on. The computer cart is good. This I'm gonna take home just because these were like my plushies and like just things that I just feel like I want to take home because I just don't need them anymore. I have not done the sticker store just because now I have 72 kids. Oh my god. But this is going great. I like this side. We have the class schedule, which is worthless now because we have a new schedule. So like these two are like my old stuff. I don't know what to do for the birthdays because before I had 31 kids, now I have 72. So it's like, do I even still do birthdays? Like, I'll say happy birthday, but I don't know about giving them an actual like birthday thing. That's worthless too because my old one. This is the only one between this one and this one. Those are the only ones I still use because that's like the lesson plan. I don't even do a lesson plan. I just print it from the curriculum and I'm just, okay, right here. I mean, we just got to make do, right? We just got to make do. Like I said, guys, I am feeling much better. It's just like trying to like be positive about things that I just don't particularly like. All right, so this, I have not even used this thing. Like, this was my #1 most used thing when I was in 5th grade, and I haven't even touched this like at all because there's no worksheets in my district. All right, so then let me put these up. All right, so that's pretty organized. Like, that has pretty much stayed the same. We don't use bookmarks anymore because I don't know if you guys noticed. I do got to clean up that area though a little bit. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have no more library books. I don't even have any of the book. Like, I remember, I'll put a picture here, but all of those bins that I made with those beautiful labels, yep, they're gone. They went to the reading teacher because I am no longer reading. And I decided to put my chapter books, I took them back home just because, like I said, I just felt like the kids weren't using them. I just felt like, you know, this is like when I really felt down and like the only thing on my mind was like, I want to get out of here. So I kind of start taking stuff home, but I did repurpose it, and I actually really like the way that I did it. Let me go ahead and explain because I want to show y'all that I'm bouncing back, but it's still like I still feel, you know, some certain ways. So as you can see, this is more like the turn-in station. So we have the triangles, we have the circles, we have the squares, and then we have the rhombus. So that's like the turning bin. I could buy turn-in bins for real, but I don't want to spend any more money. And then this side is more like the paper section. So we have lined paper, half like sideways paper. We got half, but like the other side, horizontal paper. We got half C's for the white paper and then white copy paper. We have dictionaries down there, and then I'm still missing 2 dictionaries, so I gotta find 2 somehow. And then this little bin, I think I showed you guys last time, this little bin is like my catch-all bin. So we have like the folders, we have a whiteboard, we have the 2, actually I need 4 now technically, or actually yeah, I need 4. We have Whitebees just in case, and then this is pretty much the rest, where I just have a whole bunch of either Sharpies or pens or pencils or dry erase markers. And then we have sticky notes down there, and then a hair tie in case for whatever reason. And then index cards. So this is like where I do my like presentations and PowerPoints and all that fun stuff. Actually, this is my computer. This is the students because I didn't have enough plugs. But so this is like, if anything, I need to use it. We have the 2 pens still. We have the eraser, so those stay on there. This, oh my gosh, it's like pretty much nothing. It's like the ABC handwriting that I still make the kids do. This is like worthless, so I need to throw those away. We did narrative writing, so we just finished that like, I want to say 2 weeks ago. So these are all of their stories that I did check by myself, one by one. And I made sure to like re-edit and edit all of the kids' stuff. And this was when I was like drowning, but I did it and it looks beautiful. Let me see. This is when we did the table of contents, so this I can throw away. This is like previous lesson plans that I printed out like these, because I want to show people that like, look, I'm trying it. These are worthless too, so I can throw those away. Alright, I know I totally missed my desk. We'll come back. We keep clipboards and dry erase boards. They used to be over there. Now they're here just because literally I never liked the carpet. And I still don't like the carpet. But, you know, I mean, I'm getting used to doing it. Kids don't like carpet anymore. I think past a certain grade, the kids are like, can I stand? I'm just like, no, you have to sit. You know, like, it's just, I just feel like, I don't know, like it's just weird, it's just funky. So I keep them there because those are the 2 things that we use most often. Here's the other board. I did clean this up, y'all saw me a little bit. We have some sentence stems. We have, these used to be around the board, but they kept touching things, like I couldn't, it kept touching the screen, so it just wouldn't work. So I moved a couple of them over here. And then the biggest change to my classroom are all of my anchor charts. Oh my god, guys. When I was in 5th grade at my old school, I maybe did like 4 anchor charts max for the entire year. It is only October and look how many anchor charts, because this curriculum wants to put so many anchor charts. It's ridiculous. I made this one, but look how pretty I write. Look at it. Isn't that so pretty? Look at me taking my time after school. I did this, I did these. Well, I didn't make them, I just printed them from like the website. But I made this one, I wrote this one. This one was when I was absent, but I just posted it because it was really nice. This one I made, this one I made. This one I didn't make, but she just printed it and posted up there. This is when I was struggling, so she helped me out. And then this one I made. That one, she also made that one too, because she was modeling for me when I was struggling like really badly. This one I made, and it's just crazy, guys. It really truly is. We haven't touched crayons at all. Headphones are still good. Pencils are still good. Bin is still good. Haven't touched these, except the only one that we touch is like this one. And then, oh, by the way, y'all, I forgot. So you're probably wondering, like, wait a minute, where are they? So now that I have 72 kids and 4 classes, I decided to put the bins that were in here, I decided to put them in the desk because they actually fit quite nicely. I mean, look at that. It's pretty much perfect. And then inside, technically it should not be books. It should be only the marker, the dry erase pocket, and then it should be the eraser. So I gotta tell this student to not put stuff in here because I told them don't put stuff in there. So I gotta, normally it should just be those 3 things. So here's what the class looks like. I just did this seating arrangement today just because yesterday we had a PSA, which is like a practice star. The kids got 40% passing. So I mean, I guess not bad for the first one. And they were in their like, you know, angled rows, but I just decided to like switch it up. I was like, might as well. We'll see how it works. I don't know. I might not like it. But yes, but like I said, this is like completely 100% empty. They used to be those books, but now I'm no longer the reading teacher. So now they made me change them. Okay, so whew, goodness, it's a lot, y'all. Okay, we have, these are all of the lanyards. We have the U table. This I use the most. I just dried it and wiped it down. We still use our board games for indoor recess because either it's raining or it's too hot, or now it might be getting too cold. But other than that, you guys have seen the inside. And there's like hand sanitizer and Kleenex wipes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we can move on. I do teach social studies, so my bilingual partner teacher, she gave me these, and so I put them here just to have some kind of social studies stuff. And then here is my desk. It's a little messy, so don't judge, guys. Okay, so this is what my desk looks like. It's a lot. This I'm a little upset because it was really expensive and I don't even really use it. Like the class schedule is worthless. Like I don't even know. So I need to like use it or put it somewhere or give it to my mom because I really thought I would use it a lot more. This is like informational text writing. This I use, sharpener I use, phone I use. Hold on, let me turn off the fan. Okay, there we go. Fan I use, computer, oh, lifesaver, my goodness. Binder full of ORAs. I need to clean up this because it's just a bunch of like mess. So I need to go through and clean it. This I kind of use, I cleaned it out a bit. So now I use it. This one is like whenever I have the kids write on a sticky note, which is not, it hasn't been for a while. I was planning on taking all of these beautiful workbooks home because obviously we can't do worksheets that are not part of the curriculum, but I will say that I used the grammar one. I don't know where it is, but I used the grammar one for 3rd grade and I looked up to see if there was adjectives, and guess what? I made this because yes, we're supposed to work on adjectives, and yes, they do give us like certain pages to use from the patterns of power, but it's supposed to be for the whole week, and the patterns of power can be done in like a day. So I'm just like, well, what else do I do for the 4 days? So I looked up one of those workbooks, I looked in the grammar, and then I wrote this down. So I can't print it, I can't make copies, but I can write it, and I think that's acceptable. And I just hope they don't ask me like, where did you get this? I'm just like, my brain. Like, I mean, my brain, just from what I have learned through the years, I might just say that. But yeah, look, so this came from a workbook that I just wrote it down because I can't make copies in this school. So the binders haven't used. Lesson plans, TEKS and standards, haven't even looked at them. My gosh, my goodness. Student information, nothing. Teacher resources, nope, because we can't do any of that. Oral, like that is that one, so I need to make a label. IEP, I need to, like my IEPs are here. Like these, like, these ones right here, so I need to put that in the binder. But other than that, so, oh, but the most useful thing, my beautiful printer. Okay, this though, I'm gonna look through and see if I have time today. If not, I'm gonna take it home because obviously I mean, it's just, I don't use any of them. Like these turning bins, I don't use. This small group bin, I don't use. These sheet protectors, I would have used them more for stations, but now that we don't use stations, I don't use them. These were gonna be for stations, like I said, and now we don't use them. These, I started putting, so all of those stations that I made, I went ahead and put them in here because I did spend time making them, so now they live in there. And then these are the take-home things, which we're not gonna do because we need to put them in a folder. So it's like, this is useless, and it's so beautiful, and it's useless, and I love the labels, y'all. It's so pretty. But if I'm not gonna use it, it's just taking up space in my classroom. And that's kind of the thing that I think bothers me the most, is that I just feel like I'm a teacher in a classroom. Like, it sounds so dumb, but I feel like this classroom is not mine. Yes, I decorated. Yes, I have my bulletin borders, and yes, I still have a few of my decorations. But honestly, if I were to take like my decor, if I were to take a lot of stuff home, it would still be a classroom just filled with like academic stuff. Like, I just feel like there's no warmth to my classroom because it's just filled with like anchor charts, and like academic work, which is great, but at the same time, a classroom should not always feel like that. You know, it should have warmth. It should have where, you know, there's like colorful stuff, where there's like, you know, like, it's just hard to explain, you know. I just feel like it's not mine, but I'm trying to make it mine. It's just hard because the stuff that they want me to do is just boring. It's not boring, it's boring. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. It's like, I just don't like it, but I'm trying to make it the best that I can do. Okay, so I pretty much talked for like 30 minutes. So that is the quick recap. Like I said, we're starting the second 9 weeks. I do feel better. Last time I cried was last week when, no, I actually can't remember when was the last time I cried. So that's an improvement. So like I said, I'm doing better. I'm still struggling with teaching writing, because writing, oh my god, it is tough teaching writing. I love doing the grammar, I like doing editing, but the writing, teaching kids to write, oh my god, I don't know how people do it. It's really crazy. So, but I'm trying my best, y'all can see. I think that's it. I'll try to continue vlogging. Tomorrow I'm not going to be here because I have jury duty. So how fun and exciting. But it's a half day tomorrow, so I won't be missing much as well. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me. Don't forget to like this video, comment if you would like. I know you guys are crooked, I'm so sorry. If you want me to give you an update on something specific, I feel like I've been talking for a while, but I can go back and explain something. Thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys up on the next time. Bye bye.